All right, you can take one step back for me there. Right, yeah. You're good right there. Okay. So this isn't new to you, but it is new to you. What's been different here the last few days, wearing the lead hat as practice gets started?
There's been a few things different. You have to deal with, some guys want to change jersey numbers. We had a kid's car got stolen last night, but hopefully we got that figured out. But once we get to the field, everything's good. But, that's part of it, part of being a head coach. And welcome the challenge. And but having our veteran guys, it's been a smooth transition. So just a few more responsibilities, but nothing that we can't handle.
You don't get to pick the timing, but maybe just having a month to get to opening day, could that almost be a blessing where there's not too much overthinking this and you've almost got to just like follow the course that's been set?
Yeah, I think so. And plus, like I said, our veteran team, even though we have 22 new guys, a lot of those guys are the ones that, like Tristan Moore that came back, a couple guys, Lariga, who we've known before, with the Gonzalez, the catcher. So there's guys that have a lot of experience and know how to go about handling their business. And I think that's been a huge deal, because sometimes I don't even I don't feel any different except when I get to the office, and then you might have a little more stuff that you have to deal with. But like I said, it's we're looking forward to the season, going to West Georgia, just trying to get like everybody else here, trying to get these guys pitchers ready and get the bats ready to go. With the weather that we've had.
What is your style that may be different from Blake's that you've tried to maybe invoke here in the early days of preseason practice?
Well, it's the same thing like Blake brought me in, was the pitching. The same thing wins, it always wins. You got to have good pitching, you got to have good defense, you got to have timely hitting. And Blake would be the first to tell you they've always hit. And then this year I really feel like, and I told him it was going to take a while to develop a staff, and that I feel like that's what we've done this year. So we win it with pitching and defense, but also being on both sides, we love the long ball too. But we are going to be a team that will generate an offense. With the bunt, we'll run a little bit. We got some guys that can run, and I think each team's different, but for the most part, the energy level will get on and off the field, and it'll be fun watching us play. And like I say, there's not too many things. That's why me and Blake got along so well, because we saw pretty much eye to eye. And but obviously the pitching, it would probably be at the forefront of what we're trying to do.
It allowed you to have some success in the conference tournament last year. How much pitching do you bring back from last year's team, Coach?
Well, we pretty much, the weekend rotations back. We added Zach Longshore, who's going to be a good pitcher for us, who is at UTSA, and a couple of junior college guys to go along with, Cortez and Edwards and the guys that we had last year. And we got a left-hander I like a lot, Hayden Odell. Is going to push for starts in midweek, so it's actually just a lot more depth, and a lot of guys that we had last year are healthy now. So like I said, what I thought what limited us last year was we had very, very few left-handers in the bullpen, and this year we got 6, so that's going to help a lot. And obviously having Ira Alston, who came from Nunez, and a couple more guys, we feel comfortable at the back end of the game. So, like I say, I think we're always going to score runs. We're going to put ourselves in position. We got to do a better job, and that's on me of making sure these guys can get some guys out, and that's what we plan to do.
How have you delegated the hitting responsibilities on the staff?
Well, the same. Me being a hitting guy, you got to oversee it all. But Phil Hurst and Brooks Dubose will continue to do the offense like they've done, and I'll run it once the game starts. So, like I say, we're offense, obviously, extra base hits, home runs, and we're not offenses. We're not going to steal 90 to 100 bases a year. So but we do need to do a better job of bunting and getting guys over, especially because you're facing obviously quality arms in our league week in and week out. So, but yeah, I mean, still, there's not a hitting coach. Those guys will do it, and we wanted to keep the staff intact and have less change for the players, because that's what it's about. It's about these players, and like I say, Blake was outstanding, and he'd be greatly missed. But I'm sure he'll probably come and give us a few tips too if we need him. So, but no, that's how we approach it.
The situations aren't exactly the same, but did Coach Hollowell have any advice for you getting the job relatively late?
No, I hadn't really talked to him that much. We just waved a little bit in the compliance meeting the other day. But knowing him a little bit, he's going to do great things too. And but yeah, they've been full tilt here lately, and I'm sure we'll have some conversations down the road. But I look forward to working with Stacy and all the people at UNO, which it's we have a lot of great stuff that's going on there, and obviously baseball's done well, and it's like I told Blake, you gave me the keys to the car, and we'll continue to drive it and put gas in it, and hopefully pick us up some championships along the way.
How much are you enjoying the process? I know it all is happening so fast, so close to the season, but how much really are you enjoying it?
Well, today I've really enjoyed it. I think probably today's been the first day. I'm waking up every day thanking the Lord that, hey, you giving me this opportunity, and like I always say, being a catcher, it's never been about me, and it never will. I tell the players all the time, UNO was good before I got here, and they'll be good after I'm here, and I just want to be a part of it and make some. Contributions while I'm here, and can run the program in the correct way like it's been run. But probably today's been exciting because I think now with everybody, you understand the great coaches that's in here, and this ordeal is outstanding. So I'm starting to feel like now, okay, it's time to get going, and it's time to play in a couple of weeks against West Georgia.
And after having, I assume, a couple of practices snowed out, the start of the season is probably going to be a piece of cake compared to what you had so far.
No doubt. I think our toughest challenge was trying to get the tarp off the field last week of with the snow and all that. And I felt pretty good coming in with our pitchers, throwing more strikes, and I gave them a mulligan last week because we had missed 2 or 3 days, and we're a little bit rusty on the mound, but. I told him this week we need to clean that up and pound that strike zone. So, but it's definitely been a whirlwind, but a good whirlwind. And you see how New Orleans and the talent and the culture and everything here is I'm really honored, and it's a privilege to be where I'm at today.